Hawkeye fans. Lon here from Hawkeyes, and I found Ray.
Woohoo! Glad to be here.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Hello, Hawkeye fans.
We came down to visit Ray and his wife Nan in Kansas City, and we have had a great weekend.
We have had a good weekend, yeah. Just got back from Gates Barbecue. Combo and a half of fries. I'm telling you, that is a plate full of joy.
Man, that was incredible. Incredible barbecue in Kansas City. You need to do that if you're down here for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend. I actually came down for my college reunion, 20 years since I was a part of the collegiate ranks, yeah. And so we did that. Ray, on Friday night, I did a really cool thing. I went down to the Apple store for their new release of their operating system, Leopard. Stood in line with 500 people, got a free t-shirt. They just are great at the Apple store there and taking care of their customers. It was quite an event. We had a great time.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sure Apple appreciates your walking billboardness.
Yeah, I'm a big Mac fan and would say make the switch if you haven't yet, because it is a joy to use a Macintosh.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly a Mac family too these days, so don't have to convince us. Well, pretty good weekend.
How about them Hawkeyes?
How about them Hawks? Yep. So,
would you have guessed that they would have beat Michigan State?
You know, I would not have. Actually, I had pretty well given up on this season, so was really glad to see that, and in fact had pretty much given up about halftime, like I'm sure most Hawkeye fans had.
And maybe given up during that first overtime as well.
Oh sure, yeah. There were a couple times when I was pretty convinced that we'd let that one slip away, but you know, we hung in there, and Albert Young came through, and when we needed him to, and
179 yards of rushing.
Yep. And we had a couple of those guys. We had two of those touchdowns in overtime by brand new guys that had first time touchdowns for them as Hawkeyes. So that's obviously a positive thing. You like to see those new guys come in and get some playing time and then get give us some points on the board. So.
And how about that coaching job by Coach Ferentz?
Yeah, I mean that was my analysis. I mean, it seems like in the end they were. It just seemed like Kirk Ferentz just said, "Look, we're not going to lose this game," and just came out with an incredible plan, and then obviously the guys responded to whatever he told them at halftime. I think.
Ray, is there any doubt in your mind that Kirk Ferentz is the man to lead us forward?
There's no doubt in my mind. I think if there was any doubt in any of your minds out there in Hawkeye land that Ferentz should be our skipper now and well into the future, I think that the second half of yesterday's game should certainly put that to rest. I mean, I think Ferentz proved that he's the guy that should be in that slot, and I felt that way all season. I've never actually had any doubts about Ferentz. There may be some other people on the staff that maybe could transition to another phase in their life and their career, and let some new blood come in, but certainly not with Ferentz. Yeah.
Ray, I understand you have a marketing idea for us.
I do. This is actually this was earlier in the season. We were watching the game, one of the games, Hawkeye games, with our friend Aaron Smith, and hi Aaron, and we both sort of simultaneously realized that Norm Parker looks remarkably like a Russian nesting doll. In fact, I have a Beatles Russian nesting doll here. And if you look at Norm Parker, I wish there was a way we could superimpose Norm Parker, but we could create a Russian nesting doll set with Norm Parker, as the main one, and then you open it up, and you could have Ferentz, and then you could open it up, and you could have O'Keefe, and just have the whole coaching staff as Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. We'll need to put one of those together and have them available on the website.
Yep, the Norm Parker Matrushka.
Well, Ray, one of the great things you did for us before coming down was go out and get the high definition television. We've got the game playing in the background here. We recorded the high definition game, and we had a chance to review it afterwards.
We are highly defined in the Weichel household these days, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I recommend it to all of our viewers.
High definition is addictive, isn't it? I mean, it's just eye-popping.
You can't go back. You can't go back. It's like
not go back.
Yeah, I mean, it's like going from Pizza Hut pizza to Lou Malnati's pizza in Chicago.
Giordano's or
right. You can't go back.
There's no way of
right. Once
comparing the two.
Once you've tasted of the forbidden fruit, you can't go back.
And I hear February 2009, it's going to be all high definition.
Right. Yep. So time to move. Time to bid goodbye to the analog world.
And the HD televisions and digital services, it's all getting cheaper and cheaper each day that goes by.
And Norm Parker looks even prettier in high definition.
That's the thing about high definition is that the people look better.
Right. They do, yeah.
You can see every pore, every freckle, every wrinkle.
Yeah. And there's nothing better than seeing every Lee Corso wrinkle. That really is, that just is really a bonus on football Saturdays.
Oh yeah. Well, Ray, myself and my family, we thank you for the great hospitality this weekend and for joining us on Hawkeye Cast again.
Yep, you're very welcome. Out there in Hawkeye Land, we want to remind you guys that if you're ever in the Kansas City area, be sure to go to the other place, and you can on football Saturdays you can get all your Hawkeye fix there. So
that's where the alumni association gathers, or
right? It's the local Hawkeye club, yeah.
And that is in Overland Park, Kansas, which is a suburb of Kansas City.
Yeah, it's right downtown, and it's a good time.
That's where to go on game day.
You bet. Yep.
And we reviewed that on one of our podcasts last year. You guys had visited down here and gone there, so it's a great place.
Yep.
All right, well that's it for this week. We appreciate y'all checking us out, and please go on the website, HawkeyeCast.com, leave your comments, more ideas about future podcasts, and we'll talk to you later.
Say goodbye, John.
Did you press the button, the silver button?
No, where is the matryoshka? You hit him down there. Okay, hold him still. Don't move him this time while I'm zooming in.
All kinds. Ray, come take a picture.